All right, in this video, I'm probably going to say something that most real estate agents are never going to tell you.
Probably.
And that is, you might be contacting a real estate agent way too early in your buying process. Before you guys get all in an uproar, let me explain to you what I mean. We're not saying don't work with the agent. What we're saying is there's a right time and there's a wrong time. If you get the timing right, you can save yourself some frustrations and you'll make much better decisions.
Exactly. I love helping buyers, but one of the biggest mistakes that I see is people want to acquire property without figure out the basics. I know looking luxury condo can be exciting, but if you are not prepared for that you will be more confusing than clarity.
Let's say someone sends you a message today and says they want to look at properties. What is the first thing you ask them?
Honestly, I wouldn't ask you what type of property you're looking for. I would ask you what is your goal? Are you investment or relocating or vacation home? Because you need to know what is the objective of your investment or you're buying.
So before you start talking about bedrooms, pools, jacuzzis, and ocean views, the first thing you're trying to do is you're trying to understand the person.
Exactly, because the right property for an investor will be the wrong property for one that want to retire. And it's not that one property can be both used. You can, but you have to be clear about the main use for that property. What is more important for you, retire or return? Return, yeah. Because even when the property can be used for both objective, in that case, there is one objective that's going to be strong.
Right.
That's what I mean.
All right, so let's break this down because I think people are at different stages. So the first stage I like to call is the dreaming stage. They watch some of our videos, they visit the Dominican Republic a few times, and you're thinking one day I want to own a property there. Is this the time for them to start looking for properties? Or are you showing them properties at this stage?
No, that is the time to educate yourself. So learn the area, learn how buyer work, and learn about the cost. You have to figure out why you want to buy. You don't need a property you need information.
All right, so now let's talk about stage 2. You've narrowed it down that you want to move to either Santo Domingo or Punta Cana. You've been thinking about your budget. You've been researching online. Now what?
Now you are making progress. That is a great time to continue asking questions. So now you can start learning about neighborhood, financials, legal costs, taxes, and what type of property fits your goal. You are getting closer, but I still wouldn't recommend you to spend an empty day in a tour property if you're not thinking to buy the property soon.
So when does a person start to get excited?
When they can tell you clearly what is their budget, how they plan in paying in cash or financial, and when they want to buy. And they know where, because sometimes have the money if they're going to pay cash, but they are not clear where.
Right.
I can give you advice about property, but you have to know where if you want a more Punta Cana or Santo Domingo. Once that answer become clear, now is moment for your tour property. Going to be so productive for you. Yeah.
So basically, once they get these answers, the budget, how they're going to pay, when they want to buy,
and the area,
and what fits their goal.
Yeah.
Now it's time to go looking for properties.
Yes. Now we're gonna see what the market have for you.
So as you can see, in the beginning, it's gathering information. Well, actually, in the beginning, it's getting educated.
Yeah.
And once you get educated, then the second stage, you're researching, you're gathering information. And then the third stage, that's when it's time to go look at the properties.
Yes,
and that's when it's productive, because a lot of times, and I know you get this because, of course,
we have clients
have clients
that they come see everything and say, oh, I can. Say, oh my God, you will save your time.
Right.
And make but it's okay.
It's exciting, and I get it because they're flying in for vacation and they're in Punta Cana and they're saying, okay, while I'm there, I would like to see some properties. And they really have no really intentions on buying any properties within the next 6 months to a year. They just want to see what's out there.
But they can see even when they are not here.
So we see that a lot with people coming down and they just want to tour properties while they're here. Is there anything wrong with that?
No, it's not wrong. But if you are just watching property, visiting and have tour property, you are not thinking about buying yet. We are losing some step. You will see 20 beautiful property, but you will come back to home so lost because we didn't have a plan.
Right.
So you will forget with property you see it, and you can compare clearly the different type of property. That property will be focused on what you were looking for.
Right.
So that will be a waste of time.
So what do you think the biggest mistake people make before contacting you?
They think the first tip is find the perfect property, but it's not. The first thing is to know yourself and your goals, your budget and your timeline. Once the things are clear, then to find the property for you is more easier.
Absolutely. So instead of these people asking you to show them properties, what should they do first?
I will answer these 5 questions. Why are you buying? How much they are comfortable spending in this investment? When are you planning to buy? Will you pay cash or are you going to financial with some local banks? And which location fits your goal? So if you can answer this question, you have done a lot of hard work.
Yeah, so if you can answer those 5 questions, you've done all the hard work. The easy work is going to look for the property. The hard work is those 5 questions.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a time where a buyer contacted you way too early?
That is more frequently that you see. That happen too frequently. People are not clear about what they want. They even haven't gone to the art. So they don't know exactly the area that they would like. And I say, okay, you can find some video on YouTube to my friend Jay to know better the country, and they come back to me. And I can give you advice about property, but I can tell you buy in Punta Cana because maybe I would like, if it was me, I would buy in Las Terrenas. But I don't know, maybe you would prefer Punta Cana for the airport.
Right.
So that information that you can find in the internet, and you can be clear before to contact me. I have spent even property tour with clients that they don't know what they want. They say, oh, I think that I would like Punta Cana, but now I think I prefer Cabarete. And I say, what?
2 totally different locations.
Yeah, too different, too far one with other. So that happened to me so frequently. And in other case that happened to me, people that think, I have 5,000 and I want to buy apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, and that's the money that I have. And I say, oh, that is reservation? No, it's for the down payment. I say, okay, you need to save more money because you can.
Right.
Yeah, so it happens so frequently. So they don't know about the money that they have for that. They don't know the place where they want to invest, and they don't know, they are not clear what is the main goals for the investment. So they want to use it when they come to retire here, or they want to use for return, but you have to be clear what goal is more important for you.
So basically, this is what a ready buyer looks like. They know why they're buying, they have a realistic budget, you have a rough idea of when you plan to purchase, and most importantly, you're serious about taking the next step. Not that you need to have every answer, but at least you need a plan. And that's where a real estate advisor like Milton can bring you the most value. You know what? I actually like this conversation because it's kind of the complete opposite of what people expect. Because most people think the first step is to get on the phone with Milton.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sometimes it is. But the most important is when the buyer get education.
Right.
That will make the process easier and give you better results.
Right. If you're still in the dreaming stage, keep watching videos, keep asking questions, keep learning, and build your plan. And when you're ready to move into the planning stage, that's when you want to contact us or people like Milton, because this is where real estate agents can make the most difference in your buying process. So if you have any questions about buying a property in Dominican Republic, or you need some assistance with buying a property in Dominican Republic, and you already know what you want and you're in the planning stage, leave a comment below, contact us, drinvestandlive.com, and we'll be glad to assist you with your investment. So guys, remember, always keep your goals at the forefront of your mind, always live in the present, because that's the only way you're going to live your best life. And we out. Peace.